In today's video, we're going to look at the price movement of Bitcoin because yes, we saw this major dump towards the downside. But guys, can you remember exactly here, as I told you that we're most probably going to see this max pain for Bitcoin and that it's not going to be a major dump, breaking to this major critical level or even this pump over this major resistance point? No, I told you we're going to see absolute boredom and that the price of Bitcoin is going to move sideways up to the halving, leading into this parabolic run towards the upside. And yes, a lot of people got scared exactly here when we saw this dump towards the downside. So guys, we're going to find out why we saw this major dump towards the downside, what are the factors that caused this major dump, and how can we use this major dump in our benefit. But most importantly guys, we're going to look at the news and also some major trades. So if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe, and welcome back to B4Crypto. Yes guys, before we're going to go over to the charts, we're first of all going to find out what I told you what we could expect from this major range. And yes, I told you exactly what we could expect. Well, so yes, ultimately Bitcoin is trading within this small range, but we can also see we have this major range from the swing high and also the swing low, which was the golden pocket exactly here. And if you've been watching my previous video, then you know that this is my absolute bearish case. And yes, we could even expect this breakout from the small little range and come all the way back up into this major resistance. And exactly that happened. We saw this bounce all the way up into this major resistance point, and we saw this dump all the way back down into the golden pocket, where I told you it's going to be my ultimate bearish case. And we saw this major bounce, and we are still trading within this major range. And exactly that is what I predicted, that we're going to see this maximum pain, which is an absolute sideways move in this major range from the all-time high all the way to the 61.8. And guys, we're going to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term. And for that, we're going to go on the lower time frames on the 4-hour chart. Because yes, we saw this major dump from this major resistance point. First we came in and tested this as resistance, came all the way back down, exactly in the support area where we can see the 100 moving average on the 4-hour chart. But then we saw this lower high and again the rejection from this major resistance box. But then we saw this catalytic dump all the way back down into this major support zone. So yes, we can see that Bitcoin perfectly bounced off here, but what is going to happen next? Are we going to break this major levels and come all the way back into this major resistance zone, or are we going to see the sideways consolidation? First of all guys, I could expect that yes, we're going to see that Bitcoin is going to form a lower high exactly within these levels, because if we're going to take the Fibonacci retracement level, these are going to be our important levels that Bitcoin needs to hold, the 23.6 or even the 38.2, which also perfectly lines up with this upward sloping trend. So ultimately guys, I could expect that yes, at the moment we are seeing this small rejection from the 200 moving average where we formed this local high. But ultimately guys, I could expect this consolidation or even this break of this major level. And yes, these would be our major support zones, this green support box at the 23.6 and also this upward sloping trend exactly at the 38.2. So yes, this would still be a bullish scenario if we're going to form this lower high and this continuation even higher. But be prepared guys, through this bullish news, we could even expect that Bitcoin is going to break this resistance and come all the way back up into this major resistance zone. But guys, first of all, we're going to find out why we saw this massive dump towards the downside in first place. So let's go over to the news. And yes, one of the driving factors is of course the Iran and Israel conflict, which brings the bear market back, but also the SEC suing Uniswap. But guys, this is all just major FUD to control the price movement of Bitcoin, and we're also seeing Bankman-Fried plans to appeal. So yes guys, these are some major factors, but most importantly guys, we don't need to concentrate on all the FUD because we know exactly what time it is. Because if you go over to this chart, which I posted on my social media and also my free Telegram group, guys, in history buying before the halving was extremely profitable, and we saw this major pump after the Bitcoin halving in 2020 and also 2016, and in 2012 we also saw this major pump after the Bitcoin halving. So yes guys, nothing much is going to change, and we have also looked at link in the previous videos, because exactly after the previous halving, which was in May 2020, we saw this major pump for all the altcoins. So yes, you're buying the dip. And yes, I even told you in the previous video that we had this major sideways move, as we can also see exactly here, and also we had this dump all the way back down, and this is exactly what happened guys. So you could have used this opportunity to buy the dip on all of these altcoins, because you're getting a major discount. And yes, a lot of people are extremely scared at the moment because they saw this major dump towards the downside. But guys, what is a 25% correction if we go down on the daily chart and we are seeing these profits only in a day? 14% or even 13% up for AGIX or even GRT, which is up 16.9% just in this day. And guys, yes, we have traded all of these moves in my signal group. So if you want to copy all of my trades, guys, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group where you'll find all the information how to join my signal group. But if you want to trade all of these moves, guys, make sure to sign up to Bybit where you receive a major deposit bonus, or even with MEXC if you don't like any KYC, because yes, we earned some major profits. We opened this AVAX trade, which is already reckoning 141%, or even GRT, which is at the moment up 17%. But guys, we also opened this trade on Jasmy, and yes, if you're watching this video exactly now, you're too early to getting into Jasmy, because ultimately guys, we've got some bullish news in the markets which could drive the price of Jasmy even higher. And yes, we're talking about the Bitcoin spot ETF being approved in Hong Kong. Because yes, this is extremely bullish guys, so you don't need to focus on the FUD, just dollar cost average into these coins and just look on the bright side of life. Because yes, ultimately guys, we all know what's happening. We already saw this dump for Solana, which is down 43%. All the way from the previous high. And yes guys, we could expect this continuation before the next major leg towards the upside. So once again, exactly as I predicted, all the way down here, that this is going to be the bottom and this is an extreme good buying zone. I'm going to tell you exactly the same. We're going to put this buying zone exactly here because yes, ultimately guys, this is just a major FUD to get you out of the market, and that's why you need to diamond hand all of your cryptocurrencies. And remember guys, if you want to trade all of these moves, go down in the video description below where you receive a major deposit bonus. If you want to trade on Bybit or even MEXC, where you can trade without any KYC. So guys, ultimately, this could be extremely bullish for Solana because yes, we saw a lot of congestion issues which also drive the price of Solana even lower, all the way down here. Yes, we saw this dump from this major conflict with Israel and also Iran, but ultimately guys, we are seeing that Solana is trying to fix the problems. Solana spikes 7% as Ansana releases update to resolve congestion issues. So this is extremely bullish for Solana. And remember guys, if you want to find out what's my price target on Solana, make sure to watch my previous videos. And guys, most importantly, this could be a major factor because yes, in 4 days and 12 hours, we're going to see the next Bitcoin halving, which is going to ultimately drive the price of Bitcoin, because we all know what happened last time. In the previous halvings, we saw this major pump towards the upside, and like I also told you for Link, where we can see the previous halving was exactly here, and we saw this major pump for the altcoins. So yes guys, dollar cost average into these coins, and if you want to find out even more, make sure to join my free Telegram group, smash up the like button, but most importantly, be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.